city in Hulme, which is famous for a few things, including the Arch Bridge. And also Rolls-Royce had its first workshop here, and they've still got street names named after it. But for me, it's famous for food and creativity. So we've come here on the hunt for Kwashie at the Fountain Gate Chapel. So we have found Kwashie in this gorgeous building, and he's going to talk to us about his life and his dancing and music. So you're from Ghana?
Yes.
What part of Ghana?
I come from southeastern corner of Ghana called the Volta region, from a specific town called Angroga.
And what was it like growing up there?
It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. So I grew up in the traditions of the Anglo Epe people, the dance, music, storytelling, and the related arts.
So how did you get into it? Was it from a really young age? And you said you were brought up on it.
Yes.
Was there a light bulb moment? Or?
Well, I was fortunate to have been born into a family of musicians. Unfortunately, the village in which I was born, there was nothing like kindergarten or nursery facilities. So you had to attain the age of 6 to be able to go to school. So when I was 5 years old, I attempted, but then I failed a test, a simple test that was used to get people into school to be sure that they were 6 years old. They asked you to cross your arms like this and grab your ears.
I can just about do it.
Yeah. But believe me, when you're 5 years old,
and you got little arms.
It would be very difficult for you to grab your ears. So I failed that test, unfortunately, and I was rejected. So when I came back home, I had no choice but to stay with my granddad, who was a herbalist and musician who used music and herbs to cure sicknesses of different kinds.
So when did you come over to the UK?
I came into the UK in 2005 after working first with University of Ghana as a dance and music teacher, and later joined the Art Council of Ghana, which is now called National Commission on Culture. Then I got transferred to the Volta region of Ghana, where I was born, before I gained employment to come to the UK in 2005, basically to teach African music and dance in schools.
So then you went to London and then you came to Manchester. Why did you choose this part of the world?
I needed a place where I could move freely and also have the ability to serve the rest of the country. So I decided to come to Manchester.
I saw you at the art gallery for the After Dark performance. It's because you're so charismatic. You get everyone up dancing and singing and make them forget about their embarrassments, which is really hard because English people can be quite reserved.
That is the difference between Africa and Europe. I was just trying to display something. I was just trying to exhibit the spontaneous nature of African music and dance.
So you're going to do some performances for us today, which I'm very excited about.
Today I'm going to give you a dance called Agbaza.
Before we do our dance, I just want you to explain this beautiful number that you were twirling around before.
Yes, it was just a display of the particular dance that uses this costume. It's called Takai. And Takai is a dance that is used to celebrate a festival in northern Ghana called Damba Festival. So the whole performance is called Damba Takai. So the dancers wear this because the dance is full of turning movements. And this one
like
enhances it. And you see the sea waves kind of, it beautifies it.
So what's the dance you're going to show us now?
I'm going to show you Balago dance. But because we're doing it in Manchester, Balago dance comes from Ghana, the capital Accra. But this has crossed borders to Manchester, so it has gone through some changes. So we're going to give you a choreographed Balongo, which I did myself, I made myself. So it's very easy to do. When the music starts, you just move, find the one, and that's it. And smile as you dance.
That's a great smile.
Musicians! Are you?
After your dancing.
Yes.
It's very energetic. But
You're revived now.
I am revived. What are the instruments here? We had Darren, you were playing an instrument, weren't you? Which one were you playing?
Playing one?
So what's this called?
Actually, this is a set of Agbaza drums. This is Sogo, which is the master, followed by Ashiwi or Kwashie, which is a response drum, and it responds to every language spoken here. This is the smallest in the set called Kagan, and it plays one rhythm, it doesn't change in all the musical. This one is a djembe from Senegal, where Karim comes from, and you can see the difference. This is a djembe from Ghana, and this is a djembe from Senegal. This is the original djembe, because the Ghanaian is copied from the Senegalese and the Malians. It actually originated from the Madinka people in the Mali and Senegal, Gambia region. And djembe comes from two Matinka words. Jem, which is a big tree, and be is a goat skin. So the first drum was carved from the gem tree, and a goat skin was originally used to cover the face. That's where the name comes from, djembe.
And Karim, do you want to give us a little rendition on your djembe?
This is called brekete, and it comes from northern Ghana, and the local language is called Gungon, from the Dagomba people in northern Ghana. So, Goyimola, you want to do?
Do you want to give us a little drum?
And this is a talking drum from Ghana called Dondo. It's used to send messages to people. It communicates because most of these languages in West Africa are tonal, and we can produce tones from drums. We speak with this talking drum called Dondo. You're gonna have to try this.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you place it
Like
under your arm,
Okay.
and when you play, you press your arm, and it pulls the string. That's how you change the tone from low to high. When you release it, low tone, press it, high tone. But you're gonna have to smile.
How can I do all these things at once?
That's you now.
Okay, I'm pressing in.
Yeah, ready? And you wiggle as well.